Good evening. I am here. It is quite late. It is almost 1:30 in the morning. I had a late start tonight on purpose, though it's a little later than I was hoping. But I'm here, and today we are sort of celebrating my 9th stream anniversary. On September 5th, 2016, I started streaming regularly. Now, it's worth noting, I did stream a couple times before that, but, like, it was sporadic, just kind of testing the water, stuff like that. This marked a huge, like, turning point for what I did with my free time. Like, I spent a lot of time planning around these streams, and just making sure that, you know, they were fun, and that I was enjoying them. And here I am, 9 years later, and I'm still doing it with minimal hiatuses. I took 3 months back in 2019, a month in 2020, and then like half a month in 2021 that I wasn't here. But I managed to stay mostly consistent in that time. I'm not really gonna go on like a whole long thing about the anniversary, just because it's the 9th. It's an accomplishment, but let's be honest, next year is gonna be the big one. I do want to do stuff for the 10th anniversary stream next year. Preferably not be here at 1 in the morning. And set up some stuff. Thank you. Preferably set up some stuff like ahead of time that people will know about. I do want to get new art for a lot of my stream elements and stuff like that. Especially the VOD channels and the icons and stuff. I would like to get all new art for all of that. And I kind of want like a little like logo too. Like, the things I think of when I think of, like, anniversary stuff, like video game anniversary stuff, is like stuff like what Nintendo's with Kirby here. They do pretty good, they do a pretty good job with this kind of logo. Where is it? OBS is not very good at dragging and dropping. Something like that. Maybe a little more ornate, but a lot of video games have that kind of, like, anniversary logo, where it's, like, the character's head, the number, and then, like, just, like, anniversary written around it, or something else fun like that. I would love to do something like that for next year. And just in general, I feel like this year coming up is going to be, like, a year where I try to kick stuff up on stream. I don't know how exactly, but I will think of a few ways to make, like, the 10th, like, really special. Maybe more maybe more multiplayer streams, collaborative streams. Those would all be really fun to do. And yeah, you know, just being myself while still having fun. I'll say this, initially, for a long time, whenever the stream anniversary rolled around, I always kind of figured this was kind of a failed experiment that just I kept clinging to, but as the years have gone on, I've realized that it's, like, not really that. I still enjoy what I'm doing, and I don't regret the time I spend streaming. And I think that's the most important part, obviously, that I'm, you know, that people are entertained that are stopping by. But I did, for a long time, like, I really wanted, because the whole reason I started streaming regularly, I had a few reasons why, but the main thing was that at the time I was unemployed. I just had gotten, like, a used laptop from a complete stranger, actually, and I still thanked him to this very day for that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this laptop and I'm gonna start streaming because other people do it. I want to do it. And there was at the time I was running a Twitter account, like kind of a gimmick Twitter account, called RT Your Bird, which was like the RT Your Thing was very popular at that point. So I used that account, because that account actually had more followers than my main at the time. I used that to promote the stream, thinking, oh, that'll get me some people watching, and it'll get me an audience, and it kind of didn't. To be honest, it got me like maybe 1 or 2 people that I wasn't really close to before watching them, but to this day, the audience is still primarily people I know, and that's fine. I know that, like, obviously, I keep saying, like, I want a bigger audience, but I'm fine with the amount of people that come by and watch. It's not quiet, that's for sure. It's not a quiet thing anymore. At least in chat. Sometimes I could get awkwardly quiet. But I will say, too, that, like, my presence here, while it's not great, it has picked up a bit. It took me until It took me until my 6th stream anniversary to hit 500 followers. That was 2 years ago today. It took me from 2016 till 2023 to hit 500 followers on Twitch. In the last 2 years, I have now hit 851. So, while it doesn't double the audience size, thank you so much for the follow, Praise the Sunny D, nice. I used to love Sunny D. I was more the fan of the tangy than the smooth. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I've gone from 500 followers to over 850 in 2 years. So that's a huge increase for me. And while it may not be the growth that like I wanted from the beginning, it still means that I'm improving. It means I'm reaching new people, and that's great. And I'm just happy that people enjoy coming by and watching me. I'm happy that despite my attitude towards certain things in games being a little abrasive at points, people still enjoy being here. Hey, how you doing? Same? Nice. I didn't realize there was a difference, that there were 2 different types of Sunny D for a while. And one time when I had a sore throat, I had the sharp Sunny D, and I was like, or the tangy Sunny D, and I was like, why does this hurt my throat while the other one didn't? And I was like, oh, there's a smooth one. There's like an orange label and a blue label. Okay. That was back in my college days. But yeah, I mean, I could go through the whole history of the stream, and I've done that before. On my 5th anniversary, I did like a 5-year retrospective, and it took me an hour. So, I might do the same thing next year on the 10th. Maybe. Smooth versus Tangy, and the pink one. I never had the pink one. Smooth versus Tangy. Yeah. I'm not going to go do a whole retrospective here. This is just kind of a short, quick thing. Again, if this was a real anniversary stream, I wouldn't be doing this at 1 in the morning. But I'm not streaming Friday. This Friday, I'm gonna hopefully be spending time with people, and I figured, I'll do the anniversary stream the night before this time, since it's kind of a more lower key one anyway. And yeah, that's kind of where we are. This is the big 1-0 year coming up, and I hope that I can make it just as enjoyable for everyone watching as the previous years. And of course, I'm extremely thankful for everyone that's come by and watched. I'm thankful to both my old Twitch team and my current one for bringing me on and helping me reach new people. Even if they weren't the most successful streams, I did very much enjoy doing the charity streams. I would love to do something like that again, hopefully with more reach in the future. Maybe we could do something like that for the 10th anniversary. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't really have any big plans to interrupt how I stream here, or disrupt how I stream. I'm still going to be here, probably nights, probably late. I'm still going to be streaming whatever's on my backlog or whatever's new. Which right now, I can tell you, we're going to be restarting Pizza Stream. Yes, Pizza Stream will still happen at some point. I'm not waiting for the anniversary to do that though. That'll just happen at some point. Because here's the thing, like yeah, I understand we could do like a pizza stream where I eat a weird pizza, but like, where am I going to order it from to get that? To, like, if I'm taking chat suggestions on how to do that, you know what I might have to do? Like, maybe I'll do like a charity thing where like the chat donates for certain toppings, and then I have to order a pizza either with those toppings or purposely put them on myself afterwards and eat it. If it's anything like the Gross Jelly Bean stream I did for the 6th anniversary. Wait, no, that's 7th anniversary. Okay, never mind. Actually, that makes it even more impressive. 7th anniversary, I hit 500 followers. So that was 7 years to get to 500, and then 2 more to get to 852. The raisins thing, yeah, I'll do that too. All the food stuff, I'll write all that food idea down. We'll do those at some point. But tonight, I'm going to restart Visions of Mana, which, as you know, I left on a big cliffhanger last year. We kind of found the main villain, and then I immediately stopped playing it. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put this on the back burner because it's a perfect point to do so. So we're going to start Season 2 tonight. It's obviously not going to be as long as I'd hoped for tonight because it's already 1:40. But we will do that. I have to set this up. I've completely forgotten how to play it, so you'll be relearning the game with me. And if, well, not if, but when we finish Visions of Mana, before Legends ZA comes out, Pokemon Legends next month, I will be doing the final Pokemon Scarlet stream I promised 2 years ago, where I finally go up and clean up everything left in the game, which is mostly just legendaries, but also we'll check out the Switch 2 version that runs a lot better. And if there is enough time before Pokemon Amazon Prime, oh, because of the logo, yeah. If there's enough time before Pokemon Legends comes out, I will finally start the second Ace Attorney trilogy, or rather the fourth set of games. So I've played every game up to this point, going in chronological order, timeline order, as in like the timeline the games take place in, and I will be continuing that as soon as I can with Apollo Justice, which is the games that take place after the Edgeworth games. So that's something to look forward to in the coming weeks, and I'm looking forward to playing it too, because the 3DS games are interesting. The entirety of the second trilogy is very interesting, because it takes place several years in the future, so things are a little bit different. Don't worry though, they're still familiar faces. Faces! Blech. Anyway, I've almost managed to get through this whole list of music without stopping conversation here. But yeah, here's to 9 years, and here's to hopefully another 9, or at least another 1. It's weird to think about the 10th anniversary, because like I think like, oh, that's a finish line, and then I'm like, yeah, but am I gonna stop streaming then? To be honest, the streaming landscape has changed a lot, and I don't anticipate that I'll be streaming forever. I mean, I'm also almost 40 years old, but then again, so is Vinny Vinesauce, and Vinny Vinesauce is 40, and he's still streaming, so it's just kind of like, I think it's kind of like stopped being like the big new thing, and now it's just kind of a hobby that people do, that like everyone does, and I think I can appreciate that. Even if I wish it may have been a bit more for me, but I'm not going to complain about it, because I've come to accept everything going on right now. And if something more happens, then something more happens. Anyway, I think that's enough for this little retrospective. I'm going to start Visions of Mana now, and then we're not going to talk about the anniversary again until I start getting art for it. I'll probably start looking for artists to commission for all that stuff probably towards the end of the year, beginning of next year. We'll see. I might wait until after MFF, which, by the way, I'm going to try to go to again this year. I know I didn't go last year. Actually, I'm not planning to go to it, or I'm not trying to go to it. I'm pretty much going to it. I already have the plan set at this point to go again, which is nice. And hopefully it'll be good, and I'll keep going, because that's one of the 2 trips I wanted to keep doing. As you know, I've cut the rest of them out at this point. It's just Anthrocon and MFF. And yeah, okay, Mana time, which might take a moment because this game does not load super quickly.